All right, let's jump into today's deep dive.
Sounds good.
We're going to be talking all about the Dnsys X1 exoskeleton today.
Okay.
It's this awesome wearable robot
Right.
that's really changing assistive tech.
Absolutely.
And we'll be unpacking how it can actually help people walk and run farther and faster.
Yeah.
We get into all the tech behind it and the benefits and downsides.
The whole 9 yards.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, one of the first things that strikes me about this device is just how small it is.
Really?
Yeah, like a lot of people, I think they picture these big,
Oh, like those clunky metal suits?
yeah, like out of the movies, right?
Right.
But the Dnsys X1 is totally different.
Okay.
It only weighs like 3.7 pounds, and you can
That's
fold it
easy
up,
to do.
fold it up.
Yeah, and it fits in a backpack.
A standard backpack.
Yeah.
Wow, so you're telling me I could just be like walking around
Yeah,
with like superhuman strength in my backpack?
pretty much.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. But how does a device that small pack so much power?
Well, it uses these AI-powered motors.
Oh,
They're around the waist and legs.
okay.
So basically think of it like tiny computers.
Uh-huh.
They're analyzing your movements, and then they use the motors to give you like 83 pounds.
83 pounds of assistance.
Yeah, of assistance to your legs.
Wow, okay, so it's not just replacing my effort,
No.
it's amplifying it,
Yeah,
but in a way that like actually works with my body,
exactly.
like a robotic trainer.
That's a good way to put it.
Okay.
And the coolest part is the AI learns as you use it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it picks up your gait.
So it gets smarter over time.
Absolutely. So the assistance gets even more personalized.
Now, that's what I call smart.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into like what this thing can actually do.
Okay.
I've heard it can get people running like 16.7 miles per hour.
That's right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, most people can't do that on their own.
Not even close.
So it can really help you do those challenging things.
Like what?
Like sprinting uphill, you know?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Maintaining high speeds, things like that.
So it's almost like an e-bike
Exactly, for your legs.
for your legs. Okay, I
Yeah.
like that.
Huh.
Thinking about all the different users out there, though,
Mm-hmm.
what about those different modes you mentioned?
Right.
Can you tell me more about Aqua mode?
Yeah, Aqua mode is interesting
Yeah, it sounds cool.
because it doesn't assist your movements.
Oh,
It adds resistance.
what?
Yeah.
Like being in the water.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it's great for people with conditions like arthritis,
Oh, okay.
where they need to
If
strengthen.
someone like
Yeah, without putting stress on their joints.
overdo it.
Right.
Okay.
You know?
That's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like turning the exoskeleton into a little like aquatic gym.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Okay, yeah. That's neat.
And then you also have eco mode
Okay.
and sport mode.
Okay, what are those like?
So eco mode, think of it like your everyday setting. It's just a little boost
Okay.
to make things easier.
Okay, so
If you have weaker muscles or you're recovering from an injury.
you're not trying to be an Olympian.
Right, exactly.
We're just trying to like live your life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like daily life easier.
And sport mode.
Sport mode is where it gets fun.
Okay.
This is where you unlock the power.
Okay.
It's for those high intensity things.
It's like if I actually wanted to be an Olympian.
Yeah, or if you just want to feel like a superhero.
Feel like a superhero for a day.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Beyond the tech specs,
Mm-hmm.
what's it actually like to use this thing?
Well, it seems like it's best during those high intensity activities, like we were talking about, when you're really using your legs,
Okay.
taking big strides,
Yeah.
climbing, sprinting.
That's when it really kicks in.
Yeah, that's when you feel it the most.
Okay.
It takes the strain off and really amplifies your effort.
Oh, I like that.
But, you know, it's important to remember,
Yeah.
even with all the good stuff,
Mm-hmm.
there are things to think about.
Okay, like what?
Well, even though it's lightweight,
Right.
it does add weight around your waist.
Oh, okay.
So if you're using it a lot,
yeah,
that could cause some strain.
that makes sense. I mean, you're changing like
Yeah.
how your weight is distributed.
Exactly. Especially if you're wearing it for a long time.
All right.
What about Aqua mode?
Oh, yeah. How about that?
There are some things to consider there too.
Okay.
It's really good for strengthening,
Mm-hmm.
but you feel the resistance way more
Oh, really?
than the assistance in the other modes.
So it takes some getting used to.
Definitely.
So it's like,
yeah.
cool idea,
Uh-huh.
but not super comfortable
Right at first.
at first,
Yeah.
but still seems like it could really help people
Absolutely.
who have trouble getting around
Yeah.
or people who want to like really push their limits.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like we're getting a peek into the future
Yeah.
where tech just becomes part of us,
I think so.
you know,
Uh-huh.
helping us stay active longer.
Right.
This isn't just personal use, though.
It's not.
I'm thinking about jobs.
Oh, yeah.
where you have to lift heavy things
Yeah,
or do the same movements over and over.
exactly.
It seems like this could change everything
It really could.
for safety and how much you can get done.
For sure.
And think about people getting older
Yeah,
and wanting to stay independent.
absolutely. The cost of assisted living is crazy.
It is.
This could be a way for people to stay in their homes.
Right. It's not just
Yeah.
being a better athlete
No.
or doing chores easier.
Mhm.
It's about how we approach aging as a society.
Absolutely.
That's a big deal.
It is.
And it's not even just older adults.
Yeah, you're right.
People with disabilities, too.
Yeah.
It could give them more independence.
Mm-hmm.
Let them do more.
Yeah.
Now, think about you listening right now.
Okay.
If you had this thing,
Mm-hmm.
what would you do?
That's a good question.
Hike up a mountain.
Yeah.
Play with your grandkids.
Mm-hmm.
Just stay mobile as you get older.
So many possibilities.
The possibilities are huge.
Yeah.
That's what makes this so cool.
It is.
It's not just about now.
Yeah.
It's about what it could lead to.
Exactly.
Like we're breaking down the barriers
Yeah.
of what our bodies can do.
And as we keep developing this tech,
Right.
we have to ask,
What?
how do we make sure this helps everyone?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
It can't just be for some people
No, it has to be equitable.
and make society more inclusive.
Absolutely.
That's a really powerful idea.
Yeah.
Talking about the Dnsys X1 today,
Mm-hmm.
it really makes you think
It does.
about how this kind of tech is going to shape the future.
Yeah.
I mean, will we see a world where
Mhm.
exoskeletons are just like everywhere?
Right.
Like smartphones.
You know, it's totally
Who
changed
knows?
things.
It's hard to say,
Yeah.
but
Like you think.
if we can figure out the cost
Right.
and make sure everyone can get one,
Make them accessible.
yeah, then I think it's possible.
Okay.
We might see a big shift.
In how we think about
Mm.
physical activity
Yeah,
and aging.
absolutely.
Imagine
Yeah.
just being able to do the things you love,
Mm-hmm.
no matter how old you are.
I love that idea.
It's pretty exciting.
It is.
But, you know, with any new technology,
Right.
there are always going to be challenges.
Challenges and downsides.
Well, what do we need to watch out for?
Well, one big one is jobs.
Oh, yeah.
If these things make people so much more productive,
Right.
it could mean some jobs disappear.
That's a good point.
What happens to those workers?
Yeah. We need to be ready for that.
Absolutely.
Like have training programs and stuff.
Yeah, support people through those changes.
Help people adapt.
Mm.
What else?
Well, there's also the possibility of misuse.
Oh, right.
I mean, these things are powerful.
They are.
What if they end up being used?
For bad stuff. Yeah, for things like military applications or something.
That's scary.
It is.
So we need
We need rules. We need ethical guidelines.
to make sure it's used the right way.
Yeah, for good, not for harm.
This is all so interesting.
It is, isn't it?
This deep dive has been awesome.
It's been great talking about this.
We've learned so much about the Dnsys X1
Mm-hmm.
and how it could change things.
It's a glimpse into the future.
It really is.
It
I've
is.
got to make sure
Yeah.
this tech helps everyone
Right. Not just a select few.
and that it's used responsibly.
Absolutely.
We've only scratched the surface today.
Yeah, just the tip of the iceberg.
But I hope this has got you thinking
Me too.
about all the possibilities and the
Ah.
challenges.
That's
Make sure
good.
you check out
Yeah.
those sources we mentioned
All the links and stuff.
so you can keep learning.
Keep digging deeper.
Who knows?
Right.
Maybe someday we'll all be walking around with our own exoskeletons.
Like it's no big deal.
Wouldn't that be something?
That would be amazing.
That's a future I want to see.
Me too.
Thanks for joining us today
Thanks for having me.
on this deep dive into the Dnsys X1.
It's been a pleasure.
Keep exploring,
Yes.
keep asking questions,
Stay curious.
and keep pushing the limits
Absolutely.
of what's possible.
I like that.
We'll see you next time.
See you later.